Isaiah.
Hit it.
The quote right now is, "A ship is always safe at shore, but that's not what it's built for."
Ooh.
Jake, tell us.
A ship is always safe ashore, but that's not what it's built
But that's
for.
not what it's built for.
I have no idea.
Well, what do you
You want me
think?
to take it?
Yeah.
You want me to take it?
Yeah.
All right, so in sales, in business, you want to be successful, but sometimes you got to get uncomfortable.
Here we
You can't
go.
do what's always comfortable
that's-
for you. You can't just be doing the same routine. This kind of works. This gives me my consistency. How do you take it up a level? How do you get exponential? You got to get uncomfortable. You got to get into that uncomfortable zone. You got to do those things you're not comfortable making that extra phone call. You told me a story earlier about a gym teacher
Yeah.
who motivated himself because of his child not wanting to tell him you can't go to college. So how did he not make those cold calls to get that business?
Yeah, he made him so cold they were hot. Burned his hand right on the phone.
That's
Right on.
motivation.
I gotta say, are you in a better spirit than the morning since we've been filming all day?
I think 100%.
I feel like I am. What about you?
I know I am.
I can say the first time I ever did video, it looked like I was either giving birth to a child,
Yep.
a hemorrhoid was coming out, or some other kind of prostate examination.
Some issue below the
But
waist.
now I feel like even if I don't know what I'm talking about, I do feel genuine. So whether you're going to meet me online or in person, it's the same kind of thing going on. So I guess that's how I can relate to this quote.
But now listen, the ship is always safe at shore, but that's not what it's built for. As you know, at the moment the boat leaves shore,
Yeah.
you are at the risk of that ship sinking. However, have you guys been on a cruise? Been on went off the coast before?
Yeah.
It's pretty scary, but you realize it's a hell of an experience being out there, almost not being able to see land. You know, seeing infinite water. The view is amazing. It's 360 panoramic view. It's like you get to explore an area that you've never been before, but you would have never been able to make it there. You know, that is technically your non-comfort zone. You're out there where it's unpredictable what could happen. And some people kind of fear, like, I need to touch base back on land. But the moment you touch back on land, it's like the adventure is over. The fun is over. The thrill is over. It's like, is that really want to be?
Well, interesting, because now I'm thinking like really about this quote. It's almost like how we look at work, and almost one could argue how we look at retirement. Like we're built to survive and thrive, but our culture says, well, you know, get to a certain age and just stop. But then, you know, the average person only lives 6 years after they retire. So the question is, are we like ships that are built for the water, but our culture convinces us that we should
Keeps
be
us
on
at shore.
land? Yeah.
So it's like an
God.
anchor.
Mind blown.
So financially, we've all been brainwashed. All through education, through schooling, you're always taught to think a certain way, which is why education's always taught to the masses to keep everybody under control, which came out during the, you know, when factories needed to have workers that all had the same mindset. How to get somebody, go to work, do your job, retire, move on. We got to break the mold. We got to get them comfortable. That's why you hear the phrase, higher the risk, higher the reward.
Absolutely.
The reason for that is the person you're going to be working for took that risk. That's why you're employed by them. You didn't take the risk. You might be smarter, better, more knowledgeable, but they took that risk. And that's why they're cutting your paycheck.
They're the ship in the water.
Yeah, they're the one, they're sailing.
And you're at the
Culture
harbor
matters.
collecting that check.